Hello and welcome to What If Original Player 1. Now, this is again based on Ready Player One by, Ernest Cline, a book I read at the beginning of the year, and I watched the movie inspired by the book shortly afterwards, but I didn't have a YouTube channel back then, so now I do. So, last night I posted a video about what if Percival and Artemis had their order at the Tomb of Horror switched. And I'd let you know what my ideas about the result were. Now, in this one, I decided to do a little different story. In this case, I'm going to introduce an original character, Zephyr. Now, Zephyr is a wind deity from Greek mythology. It's a name I use for, and I have a need original character for a fantasy setting. So it kind of fits considering Artemis, Percival are mythological in context. Now I'm going to have Zephyr being a rather mediocre Gunther, egg hunter in the series. But he mostly got lucky and found the Tomb of Horrors nearly a year before the canon story began. And because he had very small aspirations of actually, finding Halliday's egg, he decided to camp out at the Tomb of Horrors and farm it for everything it's worth. Because I think in the last video I said that in the entry level of the tomb you get 20,000 credits. You get about half a dozen magic items, and then if you actually defeat the Lich, you could probably get however much that is worth, which we don't know that because Percival doesn't defeat the Lich, he just wins the key. But we're assuming it's probably at least 20,000 again. So that's $40,000 or credits for probably about an hour's worth of effort. Something he can be done every day, and including in this is XP bonus. So even if he started out at level 1 and died several times, you keep the credits involved in each respawn and use those credits to get enough equipment to fight the Lich. What's his name? Akarak. So Zephyr has been doing this for close to a year, becoming, if you do the math, a millionaire for simply, not only camping out at this tomb, but also using those, those credits to invest otherwise, just like most big business people do, is they use money to make money. So now we enter Artemis, who, like in canon, finds the tomb about a month before the story actually starts. Now, in this case, her presence is almost immediately recognized by Zephyr, as he's doing the one every other day as well to make the most of his time there. So he finds out that someone's been in his farming spot. He tracks down Artemis and gives her a proposition. She gets to keep all the XP for completing the tomb every day, which obviously you can't share XP, so that's a given. And he's going to split the monetary value of the tomb. The condition, of course, is that Artemis can't actually try to win the fight until she's at least level 50. Because the whole reason Zephyr has not been doing anything with the tomb and not trying to pass it anyways is because he's not confident in his abilities to actually win the contest, find the Halliday's Easter egg. But he has higher hopes for Artemis, but wants her to have a head start on everyone else. And the XP in this place is so good, then why wouldn't you make most of it? So Artemis is stuck grinding the Tomb of Horrors, every day for a month, and she finally reached level 50, as she is in the actual story. She's level 52 when she meets Percival, which means she's just now qualified under their agreement to start trying to win the contest. And of course, Percival walks in and one-shots Akarak with, more luck than anything else, because we learn later that it was, Halliday's first clue, Ready Player One, that you're supposed to be on the left side of the castle, but he didn't know that. He just got lucky because he's been playing with his friend H on the left side. Any case, so Percival makes it through. Artemis gets the same information, makes it through, and everything proceeds as normal up until, including the Sorrento, bombing Wade's house. Wade, as Percival, makes a meeting of the High Five, but in this case, Artemis invites Zephyr to join the meeting. To do this, Wade gets to know that what Zephyr's plan is. He's been, amassing money and wealth and, artifacts in order to overthrow IOI. He's because IOI is a company. It's a publicly traded company, which means with enough money, he can just take it over. He can just have a hostile takeover. Thus, before he met Artemis, that was his only plan, was to take over IOI and then have them find the egg for him, but probably with less of IOI's, in-story, cruelty. So he's been using the limitless, funds from the Tomb of Horror to that end. But now that the Tomb of Horror is, widely known, he can't farm that anymore, but he does have, of course, other interests. He decides to make an offer to act as a consultant for the High Five. He has long since reached level 99 through the experience from the tomb, and is also, so he's a level 99, wizard, and he's made, millions just from the tomb, and then probably, double, triple that based on how you can invest such large quantity of money. So he's going to extend an offer to help them, help the Gunthers find out Halliday's Easter egg in exchange for 5%. If they win, they get 95%, he gets 5%, which, if you really think about it, what he's offering is a really good deal, even if they are hesitant to join any clans. Artemis takes this deal quickly because her arrangement with Zephyr was already at 10%, but so reducing it to 5 is perfectly well, which is actually part of Zephyr's plan, but unfortunately, that doesn't encourage the other High Five to take the deal as well. But we move on. And Wade mostly doesn't take the deal with Zephyr because he's jealous of his relationship with Artemis. Now we get back to the regular story with everyone having passed the first gate and are trying to find the Jade Key. Percival and Artemis have their relationship, but it lasts a bit longer because Percival is, driven to kind of compete with this Zephyr character. So he's actually taking his things more seriously. So Artemis can't fault him for focusing too much on their relationship. Although he does, pop the big L word, and she breaks up with him because she doesn't want to love anyone until she's able to complete her mission. Now, Artemis does find the Jade Key. I'm going to say a couple weeks sooner just because she has more resources. Zephyr is, is in his small way very influential. But with, that little easel artifact that lets you know where Avatar is, the Sixers are able to find the planet with the, I can't remember what that game's name is, but the Nog. Anyways, they find the Jade Key, but they are able to get to the third key first. Although make it Zephyr has watched Blade Runner enough times ago to do the tinfoil unicorn. Let's see. And but because Sorrento had a head start, they already got to the Castle Anorak on how you pronounce that, Catharno, and have used the Orb of Osirvok to keep the whole castle contained. They haven't been able to, so no one's been able to get in or out. So at this point, Zephyr kind of plays the part of Agenmoral in the original story as the financier to the High Five, of course, minus Shoto is the one that survived. What was the other Japanese member of the High Five that unfortunately got killed by this IOI? So once everyone gets the crystal key, that it's revealed that Zephyr has bought the catalyst. So this time he hires some mercenary, probably some level 1 that was willing to take a large paycheck in order to lose their avatar, throws themselves into the section that has the castle interact, and activates the catalyst, destroying everyone in that sector. Then High Five, including Zephyr, make it to the castle, and guess what? Zephyr is a 99 wizard, so he can take the now empty orb of Octavox and restart the barrier, while the High Five figure out what the way to use the key. They have all the time in the world, so they eventually figure out it's the Schoolhouse Rock. 3 of them go in, and of course 2 of them lose because they don't. Only Artemis was the one that knew about the trick with Tempest, and so the other 2 get knocked out, and then the remaining 3 go in, but Artemis has already made it to the end with the Mighty Python and the Holy Grail. So Artemis ends up winning. She becomes the winner, but the story doesn't really change too much because she does recognize that her and Percival might actually have a relationship. Zephyr gets his 5%, so he's happy, and IOI gets their connection. They get, Artemis is rather angry at them, so they have to deal with that. All in all, the story just ends up with a different hero at the end, Artemis instead of Percival. And that's where we're gonna leave, with a happy ending for most people involved. Let me know what you think.